Welcome, everyone. My name is Liza Miron, and I'm going to talk to you today about ancestral healing to empower your life. For the ones that don't know much about ancestral healing and family constellations, I'm going to give a little introduction. I'm going to tell you why this is so important, why it impacts our lives, and it can also empower us or block us, and what we can do about it. And I'll do a small meditation in the end so that you can start connecting to the ancestor field and start connecting to the power that connects you to life, to abundance, to health, to success, and to the present moment to start enjoying your life to the fullest. So, to start from the foundation of this, we need to understand that we think that we live on our own, independent from everyone and everything, and this is not the case. We are connected to everything and everyone, but especially to our family system and to our ancestors. We are connected to all of them. And from the moment of conception until the first days of our lives, we start feeling what's there in the system. We're so grateful for this life, for this opportunity to live and experience, that we decide that we're going to help heal everything that's pending in the family system. So we're going to connect to the traumas of our ancestors, to their problems, to their patterns, to things that they have blocked, emotions, because they were not able to deal with it. We're going to connect to secrets. And unconsciously, we decide, I'm going to heal this for you as a gift because I'm so grateful for my life. And there's another reason why we start connecting to this part of our ancestors, this patterns, this field, this energy. And this is because we want to belong, because we want to survive. This goes back to when we were living in the caves. If we don't belong, if we are kicked out, we're not going to be able to survive. So we want to be one of them. We want to be one of the system. We want to belong. So if that means that I'm not going to be successful, well, let it be. I'm going to be one of you. I want to be part of you so that I survive. I don't want to do it differently. I don't want to do it better than you. If this means that I'm not going to be healthy, well, then I'm not going to be healthy because this is what we do. If this means that I'm not going to success in love, won't have success with love, with relationships, well, this is what I'm going to do because this is what my family does, and I want to be one of them. I want to be one of you. I'm going to suffer with you, stay with you, be part of you, because this is who I am. And this is a very archaic way of thinking, of being, and we do it because we need to survive, because we depend on the system to survive. However, once we start growing up, we don't need that anymore because we are already adults and we're responsible for our lives. No one else is responsible for our lives. It is us. So we need to be able to realize this so that we're able to let go of all this that we have been unconsciously carrying from our ancestors, from our family system, because that's going to block us and it's not going to connect us to life and to the life that we want. So it is very important to be aware of all of this. And I often hear people saying, yes, what I need to do is like to cut ties with all the past and my ancestors and know nothing about them. I'm going to create my new version of me. And this is not actually helpful because it's through them that we get our life, through their energy, through their experiences, through what happened to them. That's the energy field that we're connecting to. So what we actually need to do is the opposite. It's to turn toward our ancestors, to look at them, to understand that they are part of the family system that I'm also part of, and we all belong. So I'm going to give them their place. I'm going to honor, I'm going to respect them. I'm going to let go of judgment and criticism, and I'm going to accept them the way that they are, the way that they were. And acceptance does not mean that I agree with them, that I agree with what they did, and especially if they hurt others or if they hurt myself. That's never okay. And that is their responsibility and not mine. However, this acceptance means that I'm connecting to a deeper part of them. I'm understanding that when they were born, they also connected to the past of the family system, to the traumas, to what was pending. Maybe they're carrying aggression, maybe they're carrying fear, maybe they're carrying the guilt of a crime, and they're acting out of that without being aware of it. And they also have their own experiences, their own traumas, their own wounds, and they don't have all the tools that we have today. We need to think that we are in a moment in life that's amazing. And I know there's a lot of problems going on in the world, but we also have so many blessings, so many tools, so much information, so much healing. A lot of what our ancestors did not have. I mean, just think about it. I mean, 30 years ago, going to a therapist, it was like only for the crazy. It wasn't even accepted. If you had a problem, then tough, deal with it however you can, however you've seen others deal with it. If you wanted to read a book, I mean, good luck finding a book that's going to help you exactly with the problem that you have. But now we have so much access to information, to help, to tools, that we are healing a lot of our lives. And we're helping heal the system from the traumas and the pain and the suffering and the things that are blocked from our ancestors that they were not able to heal because they did not have the tools. So going back to this acceptance of them, this honoring and respecting, we're connecting to the part that we understand, that they had also those connections with the family system, these traumas that they were carrying. They also had that part of their lives. And they were doing the best that they could, or are still doing the best that they can. So we're not going to judge them or criticize them, because we know that they're doing the best that they can. They don't have any other way of doing things. When a parent is not able to love a child, it is not because they don't want to. It's because they were not loved as children and they don't know how to do that. And we know so little about our parents. We really know so little about them, about how was their lives growing up, what was going on at that moment in their lives, in the culture, in the country, with our grandparents, with their struggles, with their friends, with their partner. We really don't know what happened in their lives. And we know even less from our grandparents and great grandparents, and we hear some stories. So it's important to always connect to all of them with gratefulness, leaving what is not ours with them, that is not our responsibility to carry, understanding that we're not children anymore. We don't need to belong in order to survive. We needed that when we were young. Yes, we did. But we are not small children anymore. So now we can step into our own power and look at our ancestors with love, with gratitude for whatever happened in their lives, because thanks to that, I am alive today. But I'm not going to take on what is not mine, what is not my responsibility to carry. And I'm going to connect to them. I'm going to think about them with love, with acceptance, letting go of the judgment and criticism. And this is so important because when I do this consciously, I connect with them. I have them in my heart. I remember them. And then I'm not going to do it unconsciously. That's what we're doing. Unconsciously, I'm saying, I'm going to carry your pain. I'm going to carry your fears. I'm going to carry your traumas. And that's what's blocking us in our lives. But we don't know that we're doing. So when we turn toward them and we say, I see you, and I know you did the best that you could. I honor and I respect you. And I'm grateful for the life that I have. And I leave with you the things that are not mine, are not my responsibility, are not helpful to me anymore. But I'm grateful and I think about you with love and gratitude. And also, I'm going to open up because it's not all difficulties and pain and traumas that we connected from our ancestors. We are the result of the life that flows from generation to generation. We are that energy of life, and we connect to the wisdom that's there in the system with our ancestors. They had moments of love. It wasn't all pain. They had moments of joy, of happiness, of connection. And we also connect to that. That's also available to us. But it's going to be available each time, even more when we're able to connect to them with this sense of honor, respect, and gratitude. When we're not judging and criticizing them anymore. When we understand that they are human just like us and they made many mistakes and they were doing the best that they can. They did the best that they could. They're doing the best that they can. So all that is very important, because when we're able to do this, then we open ourselves to abundance, to health, to love, to success, to joy. And when we think of our ancestors, there's so much that has happened in their lives. There's so much that we can be connecting to many of them, or maybe just to some of them. And with women, there's a lot of women in the past that were not able to express themselves, to have a voice, to do what they wanted, because they needed to follow what was demanded of them by the culture, by the people, by whatever was going on. They didn't have the freedom that we had. So it's important to look at all the women in the family system and say thank you for your effort. Thank you for continuing with your life. Thank you for all you did. Thank you for this gift of life that I have. I'm going to now cherish this, and I'm going to be able to take this present, this energy of life, and do something good out of this. I'm not going to be trapped anymore. I'm not going to be limited. I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to use my power, and I'm going to have fun. I'm going to connect to love, to others, to this present moment. I'm going to shift my life. I'm going to empower myself to do what I feel that it's my calling. And I'm going to do this because I know that this is what I need to do. I know that I deserve this. And I'm going to do it for you as well, for my ancestors, for the women of the system that were not able to do this, that were not able to fulfill their dreams, that were not able to use their voice, that were not able to express what they needed to express. I'm going to do it for you. I'm not going to be blocked like you, because I don't need to do this anymore. I'm not going to be, don't need to be limited, because that doesn't help me and doesn't help you. I know by connecting to more life, more power, more love, more healing, more energy, the more that I do that, the more you heal, the more the system heals. And I'm opening the door for the next generations to have this available for them, to have this freedom, to have this power, to have this enjoyment of life, to be able to live their lives with the full energy of the present moment, enjoying what's there. And the full moment is including everything. Yes, life will have challenges. We'll have moments of sadness and grief, and we'll have problems. But when we're able to do this connection with the ancestors, with the love, with the energy, with the wisdom, letting go what is not ours, we're going to be stronger. And then we'll be able to deal in a better way with those challenges, because we're going to be more empowered. We're going to have more resources. We're going to have more energy. We're going to have more information. We're going to be able to navigate this river of life, to flow with it with more ease, instead of being blocked, trying to swim against the current. So this is why this ancestral work is so important. It's also called family constellations work. So I invite you to do as much as you can, because the more you're able to connect to your ancestors, to heal, you heal your life, you heal the past, and you heal the future. So now I'm going to do a short meditation to start this healing for you, everyone that's here today and it's listening to this presentation, or that's listening to this presentation at a different moment. So close your eyes and just keep your back straight and take a deep breath. Becoming more present to this moment right now. And now behind you, you're going to place your biological parents. If you didn't know them, you just know that they're there. Your father on the right side and your mother on the left side. If you had adoptive parents, you place them beside your biological parents. And behind your parents, you're going to place your grandparents. Behind your father, on the right side, you're going to place his father, and on the left side, his mother. The same for your mother. On her right side, you're going to place her father, and the left side, her mother. And now your great-grandparents, your grandparents' parents. Same way, behind each person, on the right side, you place their father, and on the left side, their mother. And anybody you didn't know, you just know that their presence is there. And look at them, your ancestors. Honor and respect them. Give them their place in their family system because everybody belongs, will always belong. Honor, respect their lives, their challenges, everything that happened. And understand that they did the best that they could, are doing the best that they can. That they had their own traumas, challenges, entanglements in the family system. And in this moment, choose to let go anything that you're carrying for them that is not benefiting you and is not your responsibility to carry. Take a deep breath. And when you exhale, feel that you're releasing all of this. It's going down to the earth where it's transforming into energy. And look at your ancestors. And think about moments of love that they had, of joy, of connection. Think about all the wisdom that's there in the system, of things that worked and things that did not work for them. It is all wisdom, and it's there for you to help you in this moment. So open up to receive what's there for you from the family system, what's available, what can be helpful, the love, the energy, the life, the information, the wisdom, the connection. Open up to receive without needing to track what is it that you're receiving. Just know that it's there for you. And look at your ancestors with love and gratitude and say to them, thank you. Thank you for my life. I'm here today thanks to all of you. And I'm grateful to each and every one of you. Now take a deep breath. Exhale. And start feeling your body where you're sitting down, moving a little bit. And then you can open your eyes. So this is a very short meditation, but it is so powerful. Remember, we're not living individually from each other. We're connecting to everyone, and especially to our ancestors. So have this in mind always. Remember them. Remember, especially the forgotten ones, the excluded ones, the judged ones, and criticized ones. And give them their place because they also belong. Whatever they did, that's their responsibility. It's not that we're agreeing with what they did, but we know that they're part of the system. And once we do this, we're not going to connect to them unconsciously. We're not going to carry their emotions, their blockages. We're able to leave it with them. So this is the work that we do with ancestral healing. I hope that it's beneficial to you.